even though they're very primitive, and you're more likely walking down the halls of a record company to hear woolly mammoth sounds.
That was you, not me.
Yeah, and a bunch of tribes, and hear shoo shoo of the spears shooting over your head. They do still have the power because they have the marketing dollars. And while, all these great big social networking sites have a lot of power and they've aggregated a lot of eyeballs, they haven't really figured out what to do with it.
Yeah, there's a great article in the New York Times recently about
they don't know
about Susan Boyle getting. Susan Boyle got 150 bajillion hits
she
on YouTube.
She should not have. They were trying to change her look. She should have stayed the way she was.
She should stay with the big eyebrow and everything.
Yeah, because it's no longer interesting. It was interesting because you were like, no.
Well, she wasn't exactly looking like a supermodel at the end. I mean, she's still kind of Susan Boyle.
But leave her alone. That's what engaged everybody. And I knew you guys were waiting for me to give some funny description, but I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. Only amongst my friends. But she is talented, and they should, someone should be signing her right now because it would work. The world would want to hear that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Yeah, by the way, the last, 12 to 15 years, this whole aesthetic thing has ruined everything. And I know you're whatever, all those Gucci Vogue faces you make in the video, Pharrell.
Yeah.
But I'm just doing, I know they're yeah, right, shirt off and all, but it's just gotten too far. I mean, look, when I was a kid, you understand how many men were balding, but they were the kings of music? I'm not going to do that either. I'm not going to say that. You're not going to get me in it. But
wait, you're not going to bald, or
no,
you're not going to?
No, I'm not going to mention some of the balding,
okay.
dudes. I'm not, because that'll be what will be in the newspaper. Just that one.
Pharrell talks about balding dudes.
Yeah.
Billboard.
But my point to you is that because it's not about that. It's not how good your hair grows or how strong your cheekbones are, how much collagen is in your lips, or if you've gotten a boob job. That's not what it is. What music was and is going back to is how talented is this person. And Susan Boyle is exactly my point.
Yeah.
It's she was captivating. You looked at her and you went, "Oh man, do you hear this lady singing? This is incredible." You wouldn't think for 5 seconds, and that to me is star quality. Now, arguably, there are times where you find people that look crazy, and she doesn't look crazy, but there are people that look crazy, wild for the night, and they have the best voice in the world, and there's just nothing you can. I mean, and sometimes I meet people on the street singing on the corner, and
amazing voice, right?
You'll hear Yanley going, I mean, come on, Pharrell, come on, you can't be serious. But that's the point.
Yanley's his manager, by the way.
That to me is where it's needed to get back to, and is finally getting back to. Yeah. So, that whole aesthetic thing, some of the biggest stars in the world from the 80s and the 90s weren't the best looking people in the world, but they were where the talent was. Actors, actresses, musicians, artists. We got to get back to that. Where is the talent?